San Francisco is in a Mediterranean climate zone with strong oceanic influence that creates our famous summer fog. Our fog helps regulate temperature and provides additional moisture, creating this unique microclimate allowing San Francisco Botanical Garden to grow a vast range of plants from around the world. Let's explore and travel the world in 55 acres. The garden is the premier place to grow cloud forest plants, which are plants growing in montane tropical and subtropical parts of the world. Mesoamerican, Andean, and Southeast Asian cloud forests are well represented here, with plans to grow and refine these even further by expanding the collection concept to include the Caribbean islands, regions of southeastern Brazil, and the highland flora of tropical Asia and the Pacific Islands. Dr. Dennis Breedlove, botanist and curator at the California Academy of Sciences, first began work on the flora of southern Mexico in the early 1960s and 1970s. He noticed the remarkable similarity in climate of these foggy montane regions to that of San Francisco, and in 1984 the first plantings of the Mesoamerican cloud forest began. What was thought to be an experiment has now set the stage for the garden's premier collection. Several decades in the ground, the garden is taking on the feel of an actual cloud forest, with tropical oaks and pines gaining substantial size and creating a beautiful canopy. Finding their place in the climactic sweet spot between the hot, steamy lowlands and alpine peaks, the cloud forests of the Andes Mountains are in a unique and incredibly biodiverse region ranging from Venezuela to northern Argentina. One of our most striking features are the Andean wax palms, which are the tallest species of palm in the world. However, there are many other exciting plants that are closer to eye level, like our species fuchsia collection. With mountains rising above 7,000 feet, the cloud forests of Southeast Asia contain an array of unique species, with many being discovered to this day. These misty highlands are home to tropical oak relatives, a plethora of begonias, and the beloved Virea rhododendrons. Our Southeast Asian cloud forest collection includes many wild collected species brought to the garden from expeditions by previous collections manager Bien Ten. There's always a brightly colored Virea in bloom to surprise you with each visit, and be amazed by our massive climbing rattan palm. San Francisco's Goldilocks climate allows us to grow a wide variety of mild-temperate as well as subtropical plants too. With high rainfall and cooling oceanic influence, the islands of New Zealand are famous for their beautiful scenery from lush forests to rugged windswept peaks. Due to its isolation, New Zealand boasts a unique flora with an astonishing 80% found nowhere else on Earth. Some of these oldest trees in the garden date back to the 1915 Panama Pacific International Exposition, where plants provided by the New Zealand government later found their place at the garden. Several of these grand specimens are still at the garden today, like our massive New Zealand Christmas tree with its aerial roots and the statuesque totoras. Let's stay in the area and stop over in Australia, an island continent approximately the size of the United States, whose extreme climates and isolation has allowed plants to evolve amazing shapes and adaptations. Though 70% of the continent is semi-arid to arid, Australia also boasts rainforests and a Mediterranean climate like that of California. Our Australian collection showcases a mix of species from both wet and summer dry regions, most having bold and otherworldly shapes. Come see our giant spear lilies in full glory or towering tree ferns. Found at the southernmost limit of the African continent, there is no limit to the amazement that South Africa's flora can offer. Varied climates and topography have contributed to a flora of over 22,000 species and its own floristic province. Our South African collection boasts an incredible array of showy plants that thrive in our cool, foggy climate and well-drained sandy soil. At any time of the year, you can find something in bloom, whether it be drifts of senecios or the massive flowers of proteas. A mirror image to the Pacific coast of North America, Chile stretches a length comparable to that of Alaska to the tip of Baja, and with a variety of climates to match. Chilean plants have long been a part of the garden's history, with specimens dating back before the garden's opening in 1940. Some phenomenal old specimens include the Pumo and Winterbark tree, planted next to the Zellerbach garden. Showcasing plants that have inspired Western gardens for hundreds of years, the Temperate Asia collection is home to iconic species from floristically rich regions of eastern China, Japan, and Korea. Some of the garden's oldest magnolia specimens can be found here, along with the towering Cryptomeria grove and bamboo forest. Tucked away benches provide tranquil spaces to watch the change of seasons and migrating birds visit the ponds. The namesake of the climate that characterizes the 5 unique regions of the world with warm dry summers and cool wet winters. Straddling the continents of Africa, Asia, and Europe, the Mediterranean basin is rich with history and cultures, and so are the plants which reflect the exchange of people and the close proximity of land masses. Come enjoy the blooms and fragrances of the familiar culinary herbs native to the region, and marvel at the incredible blue flowers of our echiums. One last stop before heading home. Escape and immerse yourself in the peaceful Moon Viewing Garden. Filled with beautiful plants and stone pagodas from Japan, this garden provides a luxurious Zen feeling away from it all. Traveling provides perspective on our world and ourselves like nothing else, and we've missed it so much. But sometimes the best part of traveling is a renewed appreciation for home. There is no denying the beauty and diversity of California's landscapes, and its flora is the most diverse in the United States at over 6,000 species. A walk in our coast redwood grove will humble you with their size and tranquility, and you can alight your senses in the Arthur L. Menzies Garden of California native plants with colorful wildflowers. I hope you enjoyed our adventure today, and we welcome you to come back often to see this exceptionally diverse, beautiful garden shift day by day, season by season. See you in the garden.